Hey everybody, it's Wendy Gale. Today I'm finally getting around to doing a product review on my Kangoo jumps. Kangoo jumps are a rebound shoe. They were designed for those people who have knee, joint, and lower back pain issues when running or walking or working out. Today they're used mostly for exercise, for, as I said, running, and they do some group fitness classes that do a lot of jumping. I've seen Kangoo Thai box classes, Kangoo Latin dance classes. If you want to know more information about them, check out the link that I have below. So if you stumbled across this video and you have no idea what a jump is, check out that link. I use these almost always just for running, and they're really a lot of fun. The benefit for running with these over a regular running shoe like the Nike and Asics and Brooks, and they're all great running shoes as well, this is just a little bit different, is that the Kangoo jumps, according to the manufacturer, burn about 30 to 50% more calories than running. They burn more fat, and it's a plyometric type of exercise that you're combining with running because of the spring action. You jump more, and the plyometric will build muscle in your legs and your glutes. Another benefit to running with the Kangoo jumps is they run really well on various different surfaces. On concrete they run well, on dirt trails they run well. I've taken these to the beach with me, run on sand. I actually think it's easier to run with these on a sandy beach than with my regular sneakers. Now, with that said, you still have to be careful, especially if you're in a park like this. There's a lot of branches and rocks in this surface, and you don't want to run on top of them. You'll lose your balance on these and trip. But that I could say the same with regular running sneakers. If you're not a runner and you walk instead, these are still good for walking as well. Although I find it's a lot harder to walk in them than it is to run, probably because of the bouncing action. Another benefit for the Kangoo jumps for running is that they're just so much fun to use. I've been using these since last April. It's now August, and I use them regularly, at least 2-3 times a week when I run. And I get tired of things very quickly, and I'm still not tired of the jumps. I just love coming out running in them. Most of all, I do think they're made really well. As I said, I run all over the place with these and all kinds of surfaces, and the shoe holds up pretty good. Now, where I am in Bucks County, hardly anybody has ever heard of these. Not real common around here, and I do run in a very busy park, a couple of busy parks in the area. So I'm stopped all of the time. People want to know what they are, what they're used for. And two of the most common questions I'm asked are, first one, are they easy to get used to? Well, I'm a self-proclaimed klutz, and I was able to use these 5 minutes after I put them on to do the basic moves. You want to take it slow. I have never fallen in them. And one of the reasons I think they're really great for balance is because the bottom of the shoe is a little bit wider than the actual boot itself. So you really don't lose your balance. Now, again, with that said, when you're standing still, you do have to keep moving a little bit, rocking, so you don't lose your balance. But other than that, they're very easy to use, and it didn't take me very long to get used to them. After maybe 1 or 2 uses, I was able to do jumps and splits in them. Now, that's me, but even so, for basic walking and running, it's really easy to get used to very quickly. Another question I'm asked, and this is kind of a complicated answer, is are they easier to run in? Yes, they're easier to run in if you have knee, joint, lower back issues. The springing action does take the impact off of those areas, so you can run without any pain. A lot of people with sciatica use them as well, and they claim it helps them also. On the other hand, no, it's not always easier to run. If you define easy as whizzing through a race in them, for one, each boot weighs about 3 pounds. So when you're running with Kangoo jumps, it's like having 6 pounds of weight on both of your feet combined. So that's a little more difficult. It also takes more energy to run in these. That jumping up and down does require more endurance. And when I do run in these, my pace is much slower. So normally I would do like an 8 to 9 minute pace with my regular shoes. With the Kangoo jumps, I'm doing about an 11-minute mile pace, so it does take more time, but 2 miles run in Kangoo jumps is equal to about 4 miles in regular running shoes. So you don't really have to run as far or run as fast to get the physical benefit, because this will build up endurance as well, even though you may not be able to run as fast. Where could the Kangoo jumps use improvement? Well, two main issues. First of all, the sizes. They run small, medium, and large. A medium for a woman would be between shoe size 7 to 9. I'm a size 7 and the medium is still a little big. But if I took a small, it would be too tight. So I do have to wear double socks because there's just way too much room in there. So if Kangoo jumps, if you're listening, you should refine your sizes a little more specific, like regular shoes would be. Another issue that I've had with the Kangoo jumps, this is the inside of the boot, and it's very, very flat on the bottom, whereas most running shoes are shaped to fit the bottom of your sole. I had to buy some Dr. Scholl's insoles because I was getting lower cramps in my calves. So that is another area of improvement. Overall, though, I really do love my Kangoo jumps. It's probably one of the best investments that I've had this year, in the past year since I got them. Everybody I know knows how much I love them. I really don't even mind the attention I get much when people stop me and ask me about them. So I would say I'd give these probably an A with it. They would get an A+ if they fixed the 2 issues that I think need improvement. Until next time, don't forget, subscribe to this channel. I've done other product reviews. I do mostly baking, but I do have some fitness as well. And make sure you visit the link below to find out more about the Kangoo jumps and where you can get a pair.